So you just have to decide which platform will work best for the knowledge that you have, the skills that you have, and for also your pocket. You have to consider your pocket. Hey there, beauties and fellow online entrepreneurs. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendy, and on this channel, I love to share things related to beauty and business. So in today's video, I'm going to be diving into the age-old question, which is the best e-commerce platform for you? If you haven't seen the last video that I did about how to start a successful e-commerce store, then you definitely want to check out that video. And in that video, I told you guys that I was going to delve into how to choose the right e-commerce platform for you. First of all, girl, let us talk about this hair that I am wearing. So if you don't know already, I have an online store that sells wigs, bundles, and all that good stuff. And this hair that I'm wearing right now is a Peruvian deep curly wave wig in the 24 inches, and she is amazing. I've had her for about roughly 2 years now, and she's still ready to go and is one of my favorite hair to wear. I'm all about the wig life, guys. Like, wig is me, wig is life. And I feel like the ability to just throw on a wig and go. All right, guys, let us get into this e-commerce platform talk. Now, there are different platforms out there, but the two heavyweights in the ring are Shopify and Woocommerce. Those are the two most popular, just best options out there in my opinion. And we're going to talk about the pros and cons of these two platforms and what you should consider when starting your own e-commerce store. So this is about to be a battle of the e-commerce platform. Which is better? Which one should you use? And we're going to get into the details, the meat and the potatoes of each of them, so you can decide which one is best for you. And if you want to know the e-commerce platform that I use for my own store, you definitely want to watch the end of this video. So in this corner, we have Shopify, the undisputed champion of the e-commerce world. In this other corner, we have Woocommerce, the underdog known for its flexibility and customization options. So let's dive into the pros and cons and see which one will come out on top. So let's start with the pros of Shopify. One of the biggest advantages of Shopify is its ease of use. It's actually known to be user-friendly and it's very easy to set up. You can have your online store up and running in no time. Like, even if you're not a tech guru, you don't need any tech person, you don't need anybody to assist you in setting up your store. Shopify is just very easy to set up. If this is your first time ever setting up your store, Shopify is definitely one to consider because you can go in there and set up your store right away. And it's more like a drag and drop customization website where everything is just laid out for you. Another thing I love about them is that it has 24/7 customer support. So if anyway down the line you are stuck when building your store, you have questions, they have live chat, they have people that are willing to assist you through the process. If you're enjoying this video so far, why haven't you subscribed? Subscribe to my channel to see more good stuff like this. I share content on beauty and business. So one day it may be a hair tutorial, the next day I'm telling you about business. Even though Shopify is easy to use, easy to customize, easy to get started right away, there are some major cons in Shopify that actually made me personally opt for Woocommerce. One of the major downsides of Shopify is that it is a hosted platform. So that means that you don't have full control over your website. There are actually rules and regulations in Shopify that you have to abide by. You have to pay monthly fees in order to keep your store running. And you also need to pay for other advanced features, like if you have an abandoned cart or for advanced analytics, you need to pay like extra for those. So that is a major con, and especially if you're a lean entrepreneur just starting, that could be a real issue, having to pay monthly fees. So let's just look at the fees that they have on Shopify right now. So as you can see on Shopify's website, we are right here, and you can start with the basic plan. So their basic plan is $39 a month. That is not bad at all. They have $1 a month for 3 months before this $39 start rolling. And you can just look at like all of the credit card rates you also have to pay in addition to paying the monthly fee. And for the basic plan, you get basic reports, you get up to 1,000 inventory locations, you get up to 77% shipping discounts, and you get 2 staff accounts. So if you want a more advanced plan, you can go for the Shopify plan, which is $105 a month. So this is like, nah, this is a lot. This is a lot of money. But the difference between both is that you get professional reports on your store, you get up to 88% shipping discount, you get up to 1,000 inventory locations, and that's pretty much the same with the basic plan, and you get 5 staff accounts. And the more advanced plan is the $399 a month. Oh my goodness, I'm having heart palpitation paying this amount every month. And what is included is that you get a custom report builder and you get 15 staff account. That is the major difference. So those are the 3 plans that Shopify is offering right now. So it's left for you to see, can I afford to pay $399 a month to get the most professional plan, or can I pay $105, or you can go with the cheapest plan, which is $39 a month. But I know that even for some people, $39 a month to start a store, in addition to like all of the running costs, because this costs do add up. That is the thing. This cost, they do add up. And even though Shopify is very, very easy to use, pay $39 a month, and you might have to pay, maybe you have like your email marketing, you're paying a certain amount a month. So all the different payments you have to make in order to get your store running can really add up. But good comes easy. So if you want a store that is just ease of use, you don't have to stress about it, you don't have to stress about the security system of your website, because they handle all of that for you, and you don't have to just really stress about a lot of things like abandoned carts. So if you don't know what abandoned cart means, is maybe someone is shopping on your website, right, and they want to buy a pair of shoes. They place those shoes in the cart. They want to check out, but they don't complete the checkout process. So that is what is called abandoned cart. So if they abandon the cart, Shopify actually make it simple to reach out back to the customers in order to recover the items in their cart, maybe by offering a discount in order to make sure that they complete the checkout process. Unlike Woocommerce, that most of the things you're doing, you have to manually go in there and do those things. Like, you don't necessarily need to manually reach out to the customers, but you have to manually set it up. And if you are not good with, managing websites and running the back end of website, that may be an inconvenience to you. Those are the pros and cons of hosting your website on the Shopify platform. So now let's talk about Woocommerce. What is Woocommerce? Of course, Woocommerce is an e-commerce plugin. So it's an actual plugin on WordPress that will turn your website into an online store. And the number one pro of using Woocommerce is the fact that it is very flexible to use and you can customize it according to your taste. I mean, that is a big pro, but that can also be a con for some people, because if you don't have any experience customizing customizing websites or working on the back end of website, that may be an issue, because a lot of things you do on Woocommerce have to be manually done. So they are not automatically done for you as you have on the Shopify platform. You have complete control over your website, from the design aspect to the functionality of it. So this is one reason why I personally love Woocommerce. The fact that I get to, customize my website however I want it to be, and really just play with the design and come up with something fun for my store. I have to acknowledge the fact that Woocommerce is not the best option for beginners, because you need to have some sort of technical skills. You don't necessarily need to have coding skills, because when I was working on my website, I didn't have any coding skills. I had limited technical skills, but there are things I had to learn online in order for me to build my website the way I wanted it to be. So if you're someone that, you'd like to learn new things, you can take it up as a challenge. You can learn, have some technical knowledge that you can find, you can find resources online that can help you build out your store. There are no monthly fees. You don't have to pay monthly fees in order to run your e-commerce store. So even though setting up your store on Woocommerce is totally free, there are also other startup costs, like getting your domain name, and you may need to pay extra for the security of your website. And you also need to pay for, maybe you need to pay for additional plugins. Sometimes they're not monthly fees. So maybe it's just a one-up cost. You can just pay $10 a year or $10 flat for getting that extra service. So that way you're not tied into paying monthly for running your store. Another thing with starting a store on WooCommerce, you can also hire a designer, a web designer, a web developer to handle the back end for you. And most times that might just be a one-off fee. Just maybe most designers, they have a flat rate, or depending on how many pages you want your website to be, and that may be a one-off fee, and you're not tied into paying a monthly fee. If you want things that are very simplified, go with Shopify. But if you want a cheaper option and a more flexible option that you can play with the design of it, you can play with plugins, you can play with the themes, then Woocommerce might be the one for you. It's actually very easy to migrate from one platform to another. So nothing is set in stone. So now I want to hear from you guys. Shopify or Woocommerce? Which do you prefer and why? Let me know in the comments. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more e-commerce tips and tricks. I'll see you in the next video.